up to $10,000 for individual or artist collectives. The annual grant cycle focuses primarily on supporting art that incites public dialogue, pushes boundaries, explores genre fluidity, speaks its truth through an authentic perspective, and is often non-traditional, anti-institutional, socially responsible, or disruptive of any existing structures and conventions. Learn more and apply at collectivepowernw.org.
Was poppin'? This is D Money from Fresh Juice every Wednesday night, 9 to 11 p.m. on Rainier Avenue Radio. Along with my co-host, Pint Size Patron, and ID Yourself. We've reached episode 600, y'all. On April 6th, we're celebrating in-studio guest C2B, but we also want you involved as well. So email us at dbelles@live.com, dbelles@live.com. Email us with a video congratulating us on our 600 or letting us know if you want to join us live to congratulate us on the air next Wednesday, 9 to 11 p.m., April 6th. Fresh Juice number 600.
Women are not an homogenous group.
We face discrimination differently depending on factors such as ethnicity, age, socioeconomic status, and more.
Rainier Avenue Radio is proud to amplify women's voices.
They are the experts of their own lives, initiating conversations within their community about challenges they face, the solutions they're working on, and the opportunities they see.
Please join us this Sunday from 2 to 5 for Women's Voices on Air. We know our challenges. We are the experts of our lives.
We are master multitaskers, prioritizing our family, friends, and our faith above our own needs.
Our needs and voices are too often overlooked.
Please join us this Sunday from 2 to 5 p.m. for Women's Voices on Air.
We tell our stories in our own way.
Are you a small business owner in Seattle who was impacted by COVID-19? The Seattle Office of Economic Development is investing $8 million to connect small businesses to operating capital. The Small Business Capital Access Program will lower the cost of Washington State Small Business Flex Fund loans by paying down 25% of the loan principal. Eligible small businesses can borrow up to $150,000 with a 4% interest rate to cover expenses like payroll, rent, utilities, and supplies.
Rainier Avenue Radio, your community radio station will provide you with more information. Rainier Avenue Radio.
Welcome to Real Estate and Money, a half-hour program on RainierAvenueRadio.world designed to help you whether you're a buyer, seller, investor, or renter in real estate. Your hosts are two local professionals who will support you on your journey. Violeta Strash, who has years of media advertising and marketing experience and brings this extensive knowledge to John L. Scott Real Estate and all our clients. And Tina Lombard, who is a mortgage loan originator with guaranteed rate affinity with over 28 years of experience. And now here's Violeta and Tina.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Beautiful day in the neighborhood, huh?
Yes.
It's right here to match the orchids in the TV. There we go. Isn't that
beautiful?
Yeah. Great. How are you doing?
It's kind of sunny here, and I see clouds though. We had a big downpour yesterday. It was not good. Mm-hmm. A lot of wind. Wow. What about over there?
Oh, it's been sunny. It's been sunny for the last 4 or 5 days.
Wow.
It's been gorgeous. Gorgeous.
No blizzards?
No, that was last week. That was last week.
That was last week.
Yeah, but it's been absolutely gorgeous, and it's a good time. Spring has hit, temperatures are getting high, rates are getting high, appreciation of value is getting high, but everybody, thank you so much for joining us today. We've got a great show for you. We're going to be talking about spring, and V's going to be talking about the updates, and we're going to be talking about mortgages and people who are just getting wed and what you should expect when you buy your first home.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. Should I go ahead and start with our report for the week?
Yes, please. Mm-hmm.
All right. Here we go for the market update. King County, we have 468 homes on the market. 531 sold this past week at an average price of $1,196,000. 1,000,000 versus last year 1,087,000, and that is 10% increase. March of last year to this year, days on the market 23 days last year and 16 now this year. For square footage, we're looking at 416 last year versus 495 right now. So yes, it's getting up there again as far as that is concerned. And then we look at Pierce County with 185 homes active in the past week. 300 have been sold at an average price of $641,000, and the average price last year was $592,000 and showing a 12% increase. Days on the market last March, 24 versus 16 this year. And then dollar per square foot, $244 last year, and now it's up to $293 a square foot. In Snohomish County, we have 178 homes on the market, 207 sold in the past week at an average price of $918,000 versus $765,000, showing a 20% increase year to year. And then days on the market last year was 20. And this March, the end of March, we see 13, 2 weeks. So 3 weeks versus 2 weeks. And in dollar per square feet, $295 last year. And now it is up to $369. So things are still going fast. You guys, 2 weeks on the market before things are sold. It's the average right now. And we're seeing prices still increasing. So who knows? People that are out there looking are, it's just, maybe it's the heart of the spring market, Tina, but a lot of activity. We need more sellers out there, and the buyers are searching furiously. There you go.
Okay, great. Furiously. That's the word. That's the word. So let's go ahead and take a look at mortgage rates really quick. And so Daniel's going to pull up the screen for us. You see there that 30-day mortgage trend. That trend is going upward. It's slowly creeping up. And right before the show started today, I got some more text messages saying that the rates are worsening and getting even higher as of this moment. So they're going higher. If you will scroll down really quick for us on that page, you'll see an average 30 or fixed mortgage rates over the past 39 years. And I want to kind of give you an idea of that. So keep on going, if you will, Daniel, just a little bit more. Keep going. There you go, right there. Now, what is interesting about this graph, it shows interest rates as of 1982 all the way up to 2021. So in 1982, we had rates as high as 16%. Okay. 1994, we had rates, 8%. Here we go. 2007, the rates were like right around 6.25 or what have you. 2015, they were right around 4%. 2021, they dipped down underneath 4%, which was the lowest in recorded history. So I want to kind of give you some perspective. The average rate of a 30-year mortgage right now is at 4.875. And if you look there, you'll see that throughout history, 2012, maybe 4.875. We're at the same rates that they were in 2012. But before 2012, back to 1982, 4.875% or 5% was extremely low. So my point to you right now is, even though the rates are 4.875, I don't want anybody to freak out and go, oh my goodness, this is so high, because historically rates are still extremely low. And so we have a history of it going back up to 16%, back in 1982, blah, blah, blah. So Daniel, you can go ahead and move the screen now. But my point to you is rates are still going to be going up. I guess we just got an indicator today that interest rates may move up into the 6s or to 6% by mid-summer or the end of summer. So if you're hesitating on getting a home, this is not the time to hesitate. Go ahead and find out what you qualify for, and either you're going to be qualified at 5% or 4.875%, but at least you'll be qualified before the rates go even higher. So that's it. That's my synopsis.
Okay. That's
Yes.
awesome. Yes, it's just historical lows still. So don't worry about the interest rates. Get out there and get the house that you want. And Tina will help you get your financing.
Yes. So, it's something because people are, this is tax time. Taxes are due in the next week or so. And people are just kind of like freaking out or what have you. But, as soon as tax border, as soon as the tax deadline is reached and we're on the other side of that, people are going to start making offers on houses like crazy. And those people are going to have to reapply. They're going to have to apply. They're going to have to get approved, so on and so forth. So if you get approved now, you start your application process right now, you're going to be ahead of the game by 1 or 2 weeks, which is still a big advantage.
Right.
So V, are you getting a lot of people who are trying to apply for loans, or what's the market like for you right now?
Yeah, there are people. And again, the main problem is we're trying to find the right house for these people who are getting approved now. And so they're smart, they're getting ready. It's hard to really work with folks who, you're in the middle of showing inventory and all of a sudden they want something and no, they don't have financing ready. So it's wasting everybody's time, right?
Yes,
if you find out that, oops, they're not qualified for this amount. Let's do that first and foremost with our buyers. And it saves everybody time and the hassle and the heartache. And let's go do it now, early, before, like you said, people are going to get their tax returns and then say, oh, we got some extra money. Let's put that money down for a house. And what about financing the rest of it? Mortgage payments.
And so this is a thing, you can get pre-qualified now and be in front of everybody. If you're not pre-qualified, you are doing yourself a disservice. I'd be surprised if any realtor would take you out to look at a house or make an offer if you do not have a pre-qualification letter. So in the past, people had the attitude that, I'm the buyer. So cater to me, which is fine. Of course, we're going to cater to you because you're our clients. The seller is not playing that game. The seller is saying, do you have an offer? Because we're getting $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 over asking price. So if you don't have that money up front, we're going to go to somebody who does have that money. So if you don't even have a pre-approval, if nobody's pulled your credit, nobody has analyzed your income, you're really putting yourself at a deficit where you think the mortgage payment is going to be maybe $2,300, may turn out to be $4,100. So you're going to have to retract your offer. So don't waste anybody's time. On the flip side of things, if you are W-2, if you are self-employed, if you have your income all ready to go and you have an idea of what you want, this is the time where you're going to beat all other offers. So be prepared, be prepared, be prepared.
There you go. And so, Tina, we're talking about the spring market. What's happening in the spring?
Oh, gosh. Okay. Well, most builders, I want to say over 50% of the inventory is actually contracted in the spring. And so a lot of people make their offers on houses in the spring in anticipation of moving after the summer or during the summer. And so this is when you really want to compete. A lot of times we're coming out of the tax season and interest rates are primed and prepped for people to, in anticipation of them buying. So they'll either go up or they'll either go down. But the spring is the time you want to move. When we're in full summer swing, there are so many people out there in the market looking for homes. So you can't really negotiate, or your bargaining power, purchasing power is a lot lower when you have a lot more people out there. So if you can
oh, sorry. I wanted to say I have a lot of families that are waiting for the school year to finish. So they're negotiating now. They're looking for houses now because they actually want to have a summer vacation and then move into that house, that they love for the next school year before school starts. So if you're looking at you back it up, you're looking at a 30-day close, let's say. So you want to be someplace by the end of July, right? So now people are searching and they can move in right after school is done and then go on vacation or just hang out. Yeah. And be done with it before the frenzy again for the summer market.
before the frenzy. So, I was talking to V a little bit earlier today, and I was talking about this is basically wedding season. This is wedding season from the start of spring all the way to late summer into the early parts of fall. And we call it the wedding season because that's when all the weddings are booked. That's when all the weddings are booked. Nobody wants to not a lot of people don't want to get married in the heart of the winter, because there's no vacation time. The kids are in school. You got the weather and all that fun stuff to deal with, and the holidays. So people like to stay clear of that. And usually in May, June, things start kicking up. They start kicking up, especially July and August. And a lot of people are looking for homes for after they wed. They want to go right into their house, or they want to move into a house. So after the wedding, they have their home, and then the groom can carry the bride over the threshold and all that fun stuff. So this is a good time. Yeah, this is a good time. If you are looking to get married, or you've got a marriage schedule and you have not yet secured a home, this is the time to act. Not necessarily, you don't want to necessarily wait until after you get married, because at that time you guys are wanting to live with each other. You don't know what's going on. You've got furniture in transit, and it's very, very difficult to combine a household after the wedding. So a lot of times you get the house before the wedding, move everything in, everything all set to go, so that when you are wed, you can come back from the honeymoon and you can go into your house. Okay. So, yeah.
And plus, Tina always says, do not buy anything big before you get into your house. Once you're in the process of, getting your financing set, you don't want to spend any money. Don't show what do you call that? Don't show any debits or debts in your finance.
My report. Gosh. Yes. So we're gonna go ahead and run our halfway mark promo, but when we come back around, we're going to talk about not running up that debt before you get a house mortgage.
And I have homes to show you, so stay tuned.
Tune in to Real Estate and Money every Tuesday afternoon from 2:30 to 3 here on Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Join your hosts Violeta Strash with John L. Scott Kent North and Tina Lombard with Guaranteed Rate Affinity. They'll help you navigate the waters of our volatile real estate market and offer you some guidance on how to make your hard-earned money work to make your dreams come true. Learn about current trends, get tips on financial matters, and have fun, interactive discussions about your home inside and out. That's Real Estate and Money.
Great. Okay. So, yes, just like V said, you want to make sure you have at least debt as possible. You want to qualify for as much house as possible. A lot of times people go into weddings and they spend $30,000, $40,000 on a wedding. They'll spend $3,000 on a cake and $5,000 on a dress, and $5,000 on the DJ and florist, and just goes on and on and on and on. Before you know it, you've racked up $40,000, $50,000 worth of credit card debt and everything else, and then you have no money to buy a house. What fun is that living at your parents' home? What fun is that after you get married? Okay. No fun at all. So go with us on this. That's fine. If you got great credit, you've got a great income, you're making good, solid income, and you've got like maybe $50,000 set aside. We want to capture that and make sure that you've got enough money to qualify for a down payment, plus have reserves should anything go wrong. Now, when you go to get flowers or DJ and rent the church and all that sort of thing, they're not going to necessarily pull your credit and look for assets to qualify for that wedding. But we're going to need it on this side. So it's best for you to go ahead and get with a mortgage loan officer, and you can do an application. Even though you're not married, they can still do an application with both of you on it, using both of your incomes, using both of your credit, and give you a qualified amount. You go out there, make an offer on your house, close it, make sure that it's prepped and ready to go. So then after the wedding, you can do whatever you want to do as far as income is concerned and financing, but you'll have your house secured.
Yay. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Don't sound too enthused, but if you have a VA loan, a lot of people who, in Washington State, there's a lot of vets. You can actually qualify with a fiance as if they were your spouse. Okay. And even some conventional loans, you can do that, but basically qualify right now with the two of you as if you were married. And I think it'll go a lot smoother.
And, here in our area, we have a lot of young folks that are getting into the market, buying their first home, high-tech industry here that brings people to Seattle. So
right.
a lot of that. Young home buyers, first-time home buyers coming in.
Right. There's a lot. Now, see, the thing is, this younger generation, they're getting these high-tech jobs when they're coming into Seattle. They're working for Amazon. They're working for Google. They're making six figures. Okay. And then you have an older generation, and they've been working all their lives under six figures. So it's kind of imbalanced. But these high-tech jobs are paying a lot more. So these younger folks are coming in with a lot of money, a lot of down. And you know, it's important if you are somebody who is coming into town. You have a lot of money, you have a good income, buy something now. Do not rent. Don't rent in Seattle if you can buy. That's absolutely insane because the appreciation you can get is ridiculous. I think I have a girlfriend right now. She said her neighbor sold their house for bought the house for $850,000. That was 2 years ago. She just sold it for $1.6 million. She made $800,000 in a year. Okay. So if you come here, you've got any money in the six-figure range and you and your spouse, you're making $200,000 plus, you cannot waste any time in a rental property. I don't care how lazy you think you are. Hire somebody to push you, you know, but you've got to go ahead and apply, especially if you're relocating. Even if you're going to stay here for a year or 2 years, it doesn't take that long to appreciate in value. You know, you can easily get $100,000 to $200,000 to $300,000 in appreciation your first, second, or third year here. So don't think I'm just going to be here for a year and a half, and then we're going to move to Portland, then we're going to move to New York. Who cares? If you're going to be any amount of time, look to buy a house.
And on that note, I have a number of properties that I wanted to show so we can get our first-time home buyers situated somewhere. I took a look at, I guess we're going to start there. I took a look at some areas and around the Seattle metro. And the first one I see here is the Puyallup home. And these are all $500,000 homes. So we're taking a look at something in all the different areas around Seattle that would be workable in your with your income level, you young people with high paying jobs. And I took a look at residential and condos, but here we go. Puyallup. This is a 2-story, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath home, and pretty nice looking. And we move on, Daniel, to Elma, which is west of Olympia. And we're looking at a 1-story residential home, 3 bedrooms, 1 3/4 bath. So that's not bad when you look at annual taxes of only $1,458. It's amazing. And then we go to Ocean Shores. Again, we're west of the city of Seattle and south. This is a manufactured double wide, hard to finance. You don't really own the land when you're in a mobile park home. But these are available for people who are interested in this type of home. And it's a 3-bedroom, 1 3/4 bath. Again, Ocean Shores, Washington. Next, Auburn, just south King County. I'd say in the Auburn area, for $500,000, you can get this 4-bedroom, 1-bathroom home. And it's 1914. Year built. It's on a corner. Next, Castle Rock, south of the city, and you see for $500,000 you can get this 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home, 1-story, Castle Rock, and the school district. It's like in the Longview, Kelso area. Okay, that's the only things that I could find in Seattle. They put this in the condo category for it's just mortgage. If you have a boat, you young people that have a boat, you can live in this place. It's a gated community, and there's benches. You can, it's accessible to a number of things, but it's on the lake, right? Lake Union for $500,000. It's mortgage, basically. There's 2 of these available, so you can bypass that one, Daniel. And then we go to north of the city. We've got Everett, a $500,000 home, 3-bedroom, 2 3/4 bath, and it's a 1.5-story with a basement. And then the last one or maybe not yet, Mount Vernon. So again, north, look at this nice little 2-story home in Skagit Valley with 3 bedrooms, 2.25 baths. And sometimes you are in communities where we have HOA dues. This one happens to be $49 a month. But I think, is that it, Daniel? There's things out there right now, but this is just the $500,000 range. Mm-hmm. So folks that are looking for your first time home, if you're looking at something like this, give me a call. And you see my number right there.
Great.
You know?
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. So, I mean, if you're looking to buy, you're not quite sure what you qualify for, give us a call so we can point you in the right direction. And, as V has just illustrated, I mean, there's all points of places that you can buy a home. It doesn't need just to be Seattle. I mean, there's Tacoma, there's on the other side of the Sound, there's up north. I mean, we can find a place for you. But you just have to.
The hard area is the east side. I didn't have anything pop up on the east side for that price range. So there are homes, it'll be upwards of that amount.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Yeah. So I know that, if you're just doing the average income for Seattle is pretty high. So, if you're at $80,000, $90,000 a year and you have a spouse, you're $180,000 a year, you could probably buy $500,000. You could probably get up to like maybe $850,000 if you put like 10% down. So be open, give us a call. We're just showing you just some options, but there are many options. It's not so much how many houses are available. It's how fast you're able to react if you do find something. So if you like any of the houses that V has showed you right there, the first question is, am I qualified? Ooh, that house looks nice. Am I qualified? You're going to call V up and she's going to say, where's your pre-approval letter? So make sure you get the pre-approval, because if you see something that you just saw, you want to give V a call immediately. Do not wait till tomorrow. It's gone. Am I right, V?
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier at the top of the show, 1 week on the market and it's done.
$500,000 done. Kiss it goodbye. It's gone. So you want to call V up right now. And she's got, this is just all she can show you because we're limited with time on the show. So there are other houses, but she's trying to give you an idea, different places, which you can get for $500,000. You could probably get something closer to where you want, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. But give us a call so we can tell you how much you qualify for. There's my number there, 253-332-5986, and V is 206-406-5784.
And now, the first thing I'm going to say when you do call me is, have you talked to Tina?
Yeah.
So
I know.
Well, let's go that route, and then we'll circle back and do a consultation. So I know exactly what it is that you're looking for, where you want to be, all the who, what, why, and all that. Let's talk about your needs first.
Yes, and just really quickly, V is extremely good. She's extremely good because she gets into your personal psyche and finds out exactly what you want, and she can find something very quickly. And I've known this woman for 20, 30 years. She's no joke.
We're not that old, Tina.
We were 8 at the time, V. So we were, we were only 8 and 10.
Yeah.
So, but you get qualified. So me qualifying you only takes like 5 to 10, maybe 15 minutes, and V finding you something will be quickly. But you got to talk to somebody. You got to talk to her first. I got to give you a physical pre-approval letter. But do not hesitate. If you know somebody, call us now. Don't hesitate. Don't be shy, and don't hang up and say, I'm going to call the person down the street. I'm going to call somebody else, because we're the ones asking you. We know we've got our finger on the heartbeat of what's going on. Call us up. Call us up. Don't go down to the bank or whatever. Just call us up. Call us the numbers below. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I sound like QVC, don't I? I sound like QVC. Call us. But I cannot emphasize. I mean, the difference in a $800,000 house, the difference between 1 point is almost $450 a month in 1 point of interest rate. So do not hesitate, because you're just costing yourself more money.
Yeah. And it's, again, just getting into the spring market, the height of it. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay. It's go time. It's go time.
There you go. And on that note, we have to go.
Yes.
Time is up.
Yes.
But thank you all for joining us today, and we appreciate your support. And it's Violeta Strash with John L. Scott, Kent North.
Yes, and Tina Lombard with Guaranteed Rate Affinity.
We'll see you next week. Oh, wait, one more thing is that I want to celebrate. Daniel Bellis, our wonderful producer, is celebrating their 600th show tomorrow.
Woo!
So
congrats.
9 p.m. to 11.
Mm-hmm.
Take a look. Watch these guys. They're awesome. And congratulations, Daniel. 600.
Great.
Amazing.
That's awesome.
Okay. Goodbye, everyone.
See you next time. Bye-bye.
You've been listening to Real Estate and Money with your hosts, Violeta Strash and Tina Lombard. For more information, call 206-717-4490. That's 206-717-4490. Go to the Rainier Avenue Radio.world website to find the Real Estate and Money schedule, or tune in to our live show every Tuesday afternoon from 2:30 to 3. We will help you find your dream home.